Hi, I'm Heidi Ushikoff, and you're watching Doggie Diaries. I'm here today with Adam Costa and his beautiful dog, Lucky. And what type of dog is Lucky?
Lucky is, it's funny you called him beautiful. He doesn't often get referred to as beautiful, so this is
Handsome.
good for his ego. Lucky is a Chihuahua mix.
Okay.
And we don't know what he's mixed with. We got him from Northeast Animal Shelter in Salem, and all of his papers that came with him just say Chihuahua mix. So it's kind of it's become a thing when we go out for walks and we're out in public, and people always ask, "Oh, what kind of dog is he?" And they speculate, what he's mixed with, but we're not sure. We just know there's Chihuahua in there for sure.
Okay. And I notice he's wearing a neat tie. Is that a new present for Lucky?
Lucky has an assortment of accessories that he wears depending on the activity and the occasion. So for special events, we figured this was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So he put on his tie. But I mean, when he comes to football games with the band, like I've got one of my former students made him this Panther sweater.
Very nice.
So he can sport the black and orange with the band, and
isn't that cool?
And march to Herd Stadium with the kids, which is cool. So
nice. And I notice Lucky has sort of an interesting haircut. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. When my wife and I went to the shelter, and we were just we went in there knowing we wanted to pick up a dog, but we didn't really have our mind set on any particular breed or temperament, and we went by down the rows of the kennels, and we saw him, and he wasn't really engaging. He was just kind of lying there, but the first thing that we did notice about him was his little mohawk. And we're like, oh, that is so cool.
It is really cool.
So since we got him, which was a little more than 2 years ago, we've made sure that whenever he gets groomed, that you can trim him, do what you got to do, but make sure you keep the mohawk.
Keep the mohawk. And I noticed he's got beautiful, looks like little eyebrows and almost like a little beard underneath.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we let him get really scruffy, which has been a problem more recently because of the baby in the house, he's not getting the attention he's used to. But when his hair gets really scruffy, he sometimes does grow almost like a goatee, and he gets the bushy eyebrows. He looks really old when we let him do that.
And what's your new baby's name again?
Nolan.
And how's Lucky getting along with your new addition?
He's doing awesome.
Good.
We were really pleasantly surprised. Not that, I mean, he does really well around people. You can tell he's a really docile, even keel kind of temperament. But we didn't know how he'd react and respond to the baby. And it really didn't take long at all for him to really, I think, understand that,
make a connection.
Yeah, this little being here is important, and he's a part of the family. And whenever Nolan is crying, it doesn't matter where in the house Lucky is. Lucky comes charging in and sits as
right
close to the
there.
baby, like, okay, I'm concerned. What's going on? What's wrong?
Very thoughtful.
Yeah, it's really adorable.
Yeah. And did Lucky come with the name Lucky, or did you name him?
He did come with the name Lucky.
Yeah.
We, of course, were batting around a bunch of different names, but he responded to it. I mean, it's a classic name, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
He responded to it immediately. So we didn't see the point in changing it.
Sure, it's great. And so does Lucky get to travel with the marching band and so forth that you're involved with?
He does. I can smell his treats on the table. Yeah, they're over there.
Can I give him one?
Yeah,
Okay.
please do.
All right, let me do that.
What do we got, Lucky?
So does Lucky get to go to away games and things like that?
He is. He's here most Tuesday nights in the school when the drumline and the color guard are practicing, which is why I keep his travel kennel underneath my desk.
Very convenient.
So yeah, and he's got his portable water dish and a few toys in there. But he will also sometimes hang out on Thursday nights during full marching band practice.
Cool.
And on Saturdays, he's made a few trips over to Herd Stadium with us. He'll make the march from down Herrick Street and over by the hospital and sit in the bleachers with us. But ironically, he is the drummers love him, and he does not like the drums.
Oh, that is ironic.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they're so loving and sweet to him, but he just sees these.
His ears are probably very sensitive.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, and they see he sees these older
Huge
kids
things.
with giant drums coming at him, who they just want to pet him and
Right.
give him some attention.
Sure,
and
sure.
He gets a little freaked out by
Yeah.
that.
Oh. And do you ever travel with Lucky? Does he like to go to the beach, or what are some of his activities that he likes?
Lucky's a people person, in the sense that wherever I go, wherever my wife goes, wherever the baby goes, he wants to go with us.
Yeah,
So it's great for outdoor activities because we can let him out in our yard, and if we just want to sit in a couple of Adirondack chairs and enjoy the nice weather, he's going to just hang out nearby. He'll lie in the sun,
Yeah.
sunbathe himself.
Very nice.
We can let him off leash, which is great. We take him for walks by the beach,
Yep.
which he loves, and
He likes to lounge and relax too, so that's nice.
yeah.
Cool.
It doesn't take much to entertain him.
Yeah. And what type of food does Lucky enjoy?
Oh, Lucky is a patron of the Blue Buffalo company. So every morning and every night, it's as my wife and I joke, the chicken and brown rice medley.
Okay.
So, but he loves it. All you have to say is the word EAT. And
okay.
It's
He knows
yeah,
certain
oh yeah,
words.
he goes to his spot in the by his dish and waits for his food to be poured, and feeding time is always exciting.
That is exciting. And what are some when you first got Lucky, or is it? Had you had other dogs besides Lucky before?
I had a dog growing up. My wife had several dogs growing up.
Okay, so you're familiar with the whole being a dog owner then?
To some
Yeah.
degree. I mean, this was our first time as, I guess, married adults bringing a dog into the house.
Right,
and,
right. Any challenges, that you found when you first got the dog? Like,
I would say with him, it was because we don't know his full history and what he experienced when he came from California. He was in the LA area.
oh, okay.
And when we got him, he was, like a lot of shelter dogs, an anxious, very timid, standoffish sort of presence in the house. And so it took several months, I think, to get him to a point where he was just comfortable
More
with
relaxed.
us and relaxed
Yeah.
and, comfortable
That's
with his
great.
surroundings. So the dog that you see here today versus the one that we got back in 2012 are really, in some ways, two completely different animals.
Wow, so
Yeah.
you've really had a nice relationship, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And have you ever been to the dog park in Beverly, or does Lucky like to, socialize with other dogs at all?
This is one thing we feel like we haven't taken enough advantage of is well, I mean, we live in Gloucester, and we have a great dog park just a couple miles from our house. But he's got such a great neighborhood to walk in and so many dogs on our street that he socializes well with.
Oh, good.
We never actually, especially now with the baby in the house, we never have made a point to get down to the dog
So you
park.
could do a field trip someday.
So one of these days, yeah.
Yeah, and they have, like, in Beverly, I think they have a separate area for smaller dogs, which is kind of nice. And that's cool. Well, it's nice that he has so many nice places right around where you live.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Do you ever, like, train Lucky to do any, like, tricks or anything like that, or you kind of just...
Slow and steady, slow and steady. I mean, he's the tricks he can do. He's at the point now where he can pretty much do them without being prompted because he knows something good is coming.
Yeah.
Sit.
You sit, yeah.
And then
Will he give you his paw or anything?
we're working on paw right now. His other two are he can do speak.
Oh.
Speak isn't so much a bark as it is this very, very high-pitched chirp.
Okay, cute.
And we also taught him to do this thing that my parents trained their dog to do, which is up handsome. So we have him sit on his hind legs and balance himself there and wait for a treat. So those are kind of his three.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was
go-tos.
going to give him a treat. He was, like, at a nice posture.
Yeah. What we got, Lucky?
Wow, look how patient.
What's in here? All right, let's see. Up handsome. Stay. Oh, you don't get to cheat. Up handsome. He's gonna fall off balance. Try it again. Up handsome. Up. Good boy. Good dog.
Yay, beautiful.
Good boy.
Very handsome.
It's like, I'm not used to an audience. And then let's see if we can get him to speak. He knows that we're very sensitive to loud noise in the house, especially now when the baby's sleeping.
Oh,
We don't want to
yeah.
wake the baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
his bark is very, very quiet. Lucky, speak. Speak. That's about all you're going to
That's
get.
cool.
Good boy.
That's very good.
Yeah, good dog.
Yeah. His tail is so cute.
Yeah, well, like most dogs,
like,
you can always tell the temperament and the mood
The
based on the
excitement.
tail. If his tail is in more of a curly cue, the more it wraps around,
Yeah.
then you know he's in a particularly positive state. And
Okay.
naturally, when the students show up sometimes, and they just want to pet him, and he doesn't know who they are, so the tail goes right between the legs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he's still somewhat of a timid soul.
He's doing great.
Yeah, once he figures out who you are, he'll be your best friend. He will cuddle on your lap
Yep.
for hours.
That's great.
If you'll let him.
Yeah, you probably saw it with the other interview that we did with Doogie, and his he has a Chihuahua mix. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Oh, we love Clara.
Yeah, Clara, and she's the same way. She loves to just cuddle for hours and hang out.
Well, with him, it can get scary because he's I mean, for a Chihuahua, he's big, but he's still small. And there will be some times where, you'll go to sit down on the couch and there are a couple of throw pillows already there.
no.
So you just go and like kind of squish the throw pillows and then realize
Ooh.
he's underneath. He's also gotten in, I think he knows that we're sleep deprived and a little bit
Yeah.
bleary-eyed, so he's taken advantage of with the bed. He knows he's not allowed in the bed, but there have been a few mornings where I'll wake up and I can feel like furriness down by my feet. And I pull the covers back and he is burrowed as far underneath as he can get.
Oh,
He's
good.
definitely a California dog. Loves the
Yeah.
heat, loves the sun, loves being in the warmth, hates the snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shivers if it gets below 65
Yeah.
degrees.
Well, hence you need the
The
nice
sweater. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a closet worth of sweaters and jackets, which we'll probably have to put on starting in a couple of weeks. So.
Has Lucky been on any trips with you? Like, have you traveled?
Yeah, this is another great thing about this dog is he loves to be I'm going to say the word, he loves to be in the car.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot of dogs seem to love to be in the car.
Yeah, I mean, even coming here tonight, I ran home to pick him up and bring him to school, and as soon as I said, go for a ride in the car,
He was right there.
Yeah.
Like he's already looking at you.
Yeah, he's like,
'cause of
that's a
the
good
words,
thing.
the key words.
So he'll alternate between looking out the window and sticking his head out the window and lying down on the passenger seat. And if I have his bed with him, he'll lie on the floor and cozy up in that if it's a longer car ride. But we've taken him as far as, I want to say, maybe a 2-hour car ride before, and he's
Mellow.
Oh, very mellow.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's excellent.
All right, well, cool. Well, I want to thank you and Lucky for your time today, and thank you so much for being on Doggie Diaries, and thanks to the viewers at home for watching. And this is Heidi Yushikoff, and thanks for watching Doggie Diaries today. Hi, I'm Heidi Yushikoff, and you're watching Doggie Diaries. Today I'm here with Amelia Piacker and her beautiful dog Tucker. Hi, Amelia.
Hello.
And so we're just going to have a little chat with Tucker and Amelia for our Doggie Diaries program. And how old is Tucker?
Tucker is approximately 5 years old. We're not entirely sure how old.
Okay. And what type of dog is Tucker? Do you know?
The shelter said that he was a Schnauzer mix, but I don't see any Schnauzer in him at all. He's from Florida, but he kind of looks like a snow dog, so I call him a southern Eskimo dog.
Okay, Southern Eskimo dog. That seems to suit him. And tell me about how you first met Tucker.
We actually found him online at the Northeast Animal Shelter website. And my mom sent me a text with the link to a picture of him and was like, "What do you think of this guy?" And I was like, "When can we have him?"
Awesome. He's so cute. So, what type of activities do you enjoy with Tucker? Where do you like to take him?
We go a lot to Lynn Woods Reservation in Lynn, Breakheart Reservation in Saugus, the Danvers Rail Trail. We'll start at Peabody over by Bonkers. We get all the way to the Swamp Walk, which is a good 10-mile walk-round trip. He's been to Rockport a few times, too. He loves that.
Does he like to go to the beach at all?
I've actually never taken him to the beach. Yeah.
So does he? So have you taken him swimming at all, like in a pond or lake or anything?
I've tried, but he doesn't seem to like the water that much.
Okay. And do you have any funny dog stories, memories, or any stories about Tucker doll that you'd like to share?
Well, he loves going in the car. That's one of his favorite activities. And he loves to sit in the chair. And it's funny because every time I take him into my car, he jumps in the driver's seat. But I'm like, no, you got to sit in the back seat. So
He wants to take charge. Yeah. And at home, what is Tucker? What are his activities at home? Does he like take a lot of naps, or is he very active, or what? How is he at home?
It depends on what's going on. I mean, he'll sleep during the day a little bit. He loves going outside, loves sitting outside during the morning. He'll be out there for a good half hour just watching everything. I have a nice fenced-in backyard for him to go roam around.
So it's great he can go off leash quite a bit with you, and you seem very good with him. So do you like to train dogs at all? Like, do you teach him any tricks, or what are your thoughts about that?
I've tried teaching him a few tricks, but unfortunately he is a little too stubborn for that. Sit and come here and the basic ones.
The important stuff. Yeah. And what are some challenges about being a dog owner?
Unlike a cat, like if you leave, you have to make sure that there's someone to take care of the dog while you're away if you're gone for more than a day, and let him out and stuff, because unlike a cat, he can't use the litter box, and just little things like that.
So you just have to plan ahead and make sure you have care for the dog if you're going to be away or whatnot. Yeah. And how often does Tucker eat?
He gets fed once a day, but he'll divide that into whenever he feels like it. Sometimes he'll eat all in the morning, and then other days he'll just kind of start a little bit in the morning and then save some for later.
Does he eat dry food or wet food, or do you have any thoughts about his diet at all?
He eats dry food. I forget which one it is. It's like blue or something.
Yeah. You don't have to say what kind. So he likes dry food. And do you allow him to have people food at all, or not much?
Well, not at the house, but if we go out, there's a couple restaurants we'll go to where they'll let him sit out on the deck, and I'll feed him a couple fries here and there, or chips.
Nice. So you found some pet-friendly restaurants on the North Shore that you like to go to?
Absolutely.
Cool. That sounds like fun. So do you let Tucker socialize with other dogs? Have you been to any dog parks at all?
We haven't been to any dog parks, but I definitely let him socialize as long as the owner confirms that their dog is friendly. He loves other dogs.
Sure. That's great. And any more thoughts about being a dog owner that you'd like to share with the viewers, people that might be thinking about getting a dog? Do you have any advice at all?
I love it. It's definitely one of the best things that I've done, at least. He's our second dog, and when we lost our first one, I was like, we need to have a second dog.
They give you a lot of comfort and great company.
Okay. Down. Wait. 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 Okay. You're so good. Should we go to Newberry Commons? Go back out to see you.
Does he play favorites within your family? Are
I'm
you?
his favorite.
You're-
Thank you.
Come on, let's get your leash on.
No worries.
I recommend the dogs at the Northeast Animal Shelter because, like, a lot of them are just absolute sweethearts, and depending on the dog, some of them are already trained. So.
Yep. All right. Well, Amelia, I want to thank you. I want to thank Tucker, and thanks for being on Doggie Diaries today. Thanks for taking time out of your day. And thanks to viewers at home for watching. This is Heidi Ushikoff, and this is Doggie Diaries. Thank you.
And thank you for staying on the stage.
Yeah, Tucker did a great job, and I love his little neck, his kerchief. That's so cool. Thanks for your time. Hi, this is Heidi Ushikoff, and you're watching Doggie Diaries. I'm here today with this beautiful, is it a Border Collie?
Australian Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd, excuse me. And her name is Rox, and she likes to play with the Frisbee. And her owner's name is?
Ronnie.
And Ronnie's from Topsfield.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch Ronnie throw the Frisbee to Rox. Woohoo! Doggie Diaries is a program on Channel 8 in Beverly. It's the community access channel. And basically anybody from the community can basically tape whatever they want and put it up for air on webcam. And we have to do some editing first, but I can let you know for sure. Look how sweet. Woohoo! She's awesome. How long have you had Rox?
6 years.
So, how did the two of you meet?
At the Square One Mall, is going to buy a new hat, baseball hat, and so I happened to be driving by the Square One Mall and I had the thought to get a new hat. So I pulled in there and just happened to walk into the pet store, which I don't normally do. I grew up with dogs, but if I walked in every pet store, I'd look out for a dog.
You fell in love.
Yeah.
Woohoo! She caught it. Australian Shepherd, right?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think collies.
Okay. We saw some border collies playing frisbee a few times, and they're fun to watch. How long have you been playing frisbee with rocks? For a long time?
Yeah, I think the first sport that we started playing was hockey. And then, yeah, you know, forever.
Nice. She plays frisbee, balls, hockey, and my phone's ringing. Uh-oh. Hi, Roxy. Rox, brother. Hi. Yeah, we're newbies at this. We've only done a few interviews, but we're putting a show together. And yeah, if you want, I can email you when the show's ready and I can get you a copy for sure. That'd be fun. Well, we can upload it to YouTube. Yeah, we can do that. But it's on TV, yeah. Yeah, nobody bothers you. That's great. We were at Appleton Farms yesterday. Did you ever go over there with the dog? It's in Ipswich. It's like borderline Hamilton, Ipswich, a big, huge like reservation.
Yeah.
And we were there with about 5 dogs, and they go off leash, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not that many like off leash places to go these days. You know, a handful anyway.
Yeah.
But this is a nice spot.
Yeah, where you can feel comfortable that you're not going to be bothered.
Right.
You know, you can be confident. I should
Right,
say.
right. Yeah, with the they have a green dog program over at that park reservation, and if you register your dog, you can go off leash there as often as you want. No problem. I don't know what the fees are or anything, but it's a nice area.
Yeah.
We went for a 3-hour hike. It was fun walking around with the dogs.
You can go to the water. Go to the water. Mason needs more water.
She likes to go in the ocean.
Say hi to the camera, Rob.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Alrighty.
And I'll if you email me, I can tell you let you know when the show's ready.
Alright.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
This is Heidi Ushikoff, and thanks for watching Doggie Diaries.